My name is Mark David Janis. I'm the president and publisher of Paulus Press, and I am talking to you today about my book, Mercy Not Sacrifice, Lenten Daily Reflections. Now, why do we need another book about Lent? I want to encourage you to think about Lent a little differently. Look at it perhaps on a slant. And let's start with really sort of Ash Wednesday as the beginning of Lent. You know, it's Ash Wednesday, and Lent all itself is not about me. It's not about what I have done. It's not about what I have failed to do. It's not my mea culpa. Ash Wednesday, all of Lent, is not about me. It's about God. It's about who God is and how God reacts to our sin and how God comes face to face with our shortcomings, the selfishness and fear within us that keeps us from loving. And God reacts to us with mercy. Mercy that includes understanding and comfort and patience and forgiveness, and an absolute refusal to believe we don't have any more love to give. You know, Jesus says, I come that you might have life and have life to the full. And life to the full means love to the full. It means loving ourselves, the parts we don't like, the parts we would rather but can't forget or forgive. It means love of friends and neighbors. And by the way, our neighbor is anyone we meet who needs our help, our mercy, as well as those we never meet, whose needs we really can't pretend we don't see. Because God does not believe that we at our worst are who we truly are. God's mercy picks us up, dusts us off, dries our tears, erases our shame, and sets us back on the road looking for more people to love. Ash Wednesday is not about me or you, about what we've done or failed to do. It's about believing in the God whose name is mercy. You know, on Ash Wednesday, we wear a cross of ashes, signs of God's mercy and love for sinners like you and me. Wearing ashes doesn't mean we're sinners or saints. It means we believe in the mercy of God. Mercy for me, mercy for you, mercy for everyone. And this is the beating heart of the gospel. And this is what we believe and what we live. As I said, this is the name of our God. So in the course of this book, there's a little reflection every day drawn from a word or phrase, a segment of that day's scriptures that strikes me, that speaks about those three dimensions of mercy, understanding a little more about God's mercy, understanding a little more about what it means for me to receive that mercy, to accept it, to be merciful to myself for all those places, you know, that I can't forgive. There are times, you know, where we wear guilt like our own skin. And that's not something God is interested in. God is interested in washing all of that away and setting us loose and setting us free. Then there's the part about mercy that means reaching out to others. How to be merciful. Merciful to not just the people who are in obvious need, say, at the time of this podcast today, Syria, Turkey, people in Ukraine, but mercy to those people who step on our last nerve, who annoy the hell out of us. Those people. How is it that we be merciful to them? And how is it that we just sit back and let God's mercy, God's love for us, wash all over us? The scriptures have a pride of place in a Christian thought. And very often we sort of miss an individual word, a phrase in favor of the whole story. The whole story is important, but there's a lot of richness in just a phrase, a word, and that's what I do. I take a little bit and I look at it and I reflect on it, and I encourage you then to read that passage. And your reflection's not going to be mine. And how it fits in your life is going to be different from me. But it's important to spend just maybe 10 minutes a day this Lent and focus on God's mercy, on who God is. Not who I am, not who other people are, not what other people have done to me or what I've done to them, but what God is doing for us now. The very word Lent means spring. It means growth. And I want to suggest that you think of yourself, your faith, as a seed. As a seed that grows in two directions. Seeds send roots deep into the earth. And those roots support the life of the stems and leaves that reach outwards towards the sun. And human growth, being who we are, requires deep roots, nourishing our reach outwards. Toward the sun, towards others, towards life, towards God. So Lent, I'm suggesting to you, is love that moves in two directions. A spreading search deep within our soul, into who we are, into what our life is about, and not just our faith, but also our doubts. And to thrust outwards, beyond ourselves, towards others. Lent is a time to dig deep and reach out. And we ought not to waste this chance to be the love we are made to be. So, I hope you get a chance to pick up Mercy Not Sacrifice, Lenten Daily Reflections, and I hope this helps your Lenten growth deep in and reaching out towards the mercy of God. Thank you.